Welcome to just here to laugh at the people. What else? What else? What else? I'm a Carver library. I bathed this morning. My apartment still doesn't have electricity. I don't have money. I woke up, ate peanut butter bread with banana, and it was just so good. I ate some kettle chips from HEB. I drank water. I'm charging my phone here and sending. I already sent my GoFundMe campaign to someone through Instagram. Oh, I need to message Dating Kimani good morning. And then I'm updating my YouTube videos because I think I didn't tag the FBI made this post. My nails are dirty. You can decapitate me on me inside as soon as it sends. Then rape me, then steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money so I get dirty and then he's the proper day for everyone today. He steals my money so I can't date. He's been raping for more than 30 years. There's like four of them. Ew. Los tipos son unos puercos. Ew. What else? 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 I'm tagging the FBI in this post. I'm tagging NATO. I just texted Jada and Kimani this morning. Entonces, what else? Ugh, my feet are stinky already from stressing. I can't pay for my electricity bill. I can't pay for a home for myself. Dating Kimani, even having sense have stolen my homes, my vehicles, my money. And they terrorized Gloria Nilsa Acevedo Cordero and Ramon Lorenzo decades ago to starve me, trying to kill me because I won't have sex with them. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways. Sending my GoFundMe campaign to someone through Instagram along with the link to Resolution 2417, where everyone in the United Nations that Arlene is hungry. People are trying to kill her. Those leeches that steal from me, the majority are related to me. They're so gross. Yeah, so Miami Soda sons pay people that thought their parents' lifestyle was boring to travel with them, pretending to be me. So they give them my personal vehicle that I paid for. With the sales of the artwork that he and I painted together for that venture. He completely ignores that that's my money too. El tipo es un bruto, una asquerosidad if he's still begging me for sex after he basically when trying to have sex with me through my mother decades ago. Que asco. Que asco, gente, que asco. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. He doesn't realize that I own my vagina. It's not like a venture between him and my mother. And my vagina is present. Ew, 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 ew. They watch too many telenovelas and don't think anything through. Ew. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money, everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, everyone that drives my vehicles without my permission, and at least 4 BMWs. In 1999, when I was 19 and I haven't been able to drive them. So you can decapitate David Ledesma that supposedly drove my vehicles without my permission. You can decapitate Rosaura Sotorrosa. You can decapitate Ginny Jindaliri Suarez. You can decapitate Jennifer Marie Vasquez. You can decapitate tagging the FBI, Interpol, the Justice Department, the Department of Homeland Security, NATO, the U.S. Army, the Marines, the International Criminal Court, maybe the Navy or the Air Force. Even though the International Criminal Court exists, I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that steals my money, that gets in the way of me receiving money, that steals my vehicles, that stays in my homes without my permission. I miss dating, I miss Kaylani. I need a home for myself, dating Kaylani, and to provide for Jaden, Kaylani, and myself. What else? Okay. Two people are watching. One is like exposed. Anyways, according to my essay, a first of its kind thrift store is coming to San Antonio. I'll read that later. What is it that I'm looking for here? I'm coughing out of money. Can't afford it. Can't afford new shoes either. What else? What else? What else? What else? Michael Family can pay. I haven't talked to anyone in my family of origin in more than 4 years. They would have terrorized me to kill myself. My priority, myself dating Kiloni, always. Always, 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 always. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Other link, oh, they think that every time that I get evicted, that I lose my value, that I'm like a doll that loses her depreciation value, and him with his clear skin and me without any money, he shines better. I don't live looking into his life. I purposely stopped talking to my family of origin over 2 decades ago. I know nothing about them. All I know is that I don't like them. I don't ever want to be with them. Ew, 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 at the leeches that would want to tell me all about them. They track their steps, literally. Ew, they want to be in the know. To tell me, ¿vos sabías que Andrew hizo esto? Ew, 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 ew. Ew, ew, I don't even know if that's his name. Is it Alex? Is it Albert that raped me decades ago and steal my money? Ew. You can decapitate me, honey. Citizens and sons that rape me, that steal my money, and get in the way of me receiving money. I need your shoes. Sisters, my shoes stink. I'm full. I don't have money for food. I don't have money for a home for myself, Jaden Kilani, and I think I have a home built for Jaden Kilani myself, maybe in Puerto Rico, and I can't even get to it. I don't have money. I'm not an illegal prostitute, like mostly everyone in my family of origin, their relatives and their neighbors. What else? 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 What else?
Because there's no peace here, so when he leaves, the door is gonna act up.
I'm getting ready. And I could be with Jaden Kaylani this week. Isn't Kaylani on spring break? You can decapitate Jennifer Marie Vasquez. They get close to Edgar to try to be a part of their colony if I die, just to look like we were here for the kids all along. No matters. Ew, siempre like trying to cover up caca with more caca, with more caca, with more caca. Ew, ew, ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What's going? Anyways, I'm sharing my GoFundMe campaign with people. We're snarkle and water. And most likely later I'll visit HEB on Southtown. I'll get mustard, possibly some. There's food at Corazon de Santa Bernardo, but I don't attend that shit. Ew. That leech, one of the people that founded it with the purpose of trafficking me into poverty while he has money to take me. And he's trying to rape me. He'll still que asco, que tipo tan puerco. I'm dinner plans only, and I don't fit the mold of he's a murderer, rapist, and thief. I don't want him in my life. What else? 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 Me persiguen. It's trying to rape me. Ew. 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 I have amnesia, so I added them on Facebook because I'm gonna kill them all. Anyways, I'm currently sharing my GoFundMe campaign for me to provide for myself, Gina and Kaylani. Anyways, I'm decapitating Berlin Jean one day. Thank you for the reminder of decapitating Brittany Akerson in self defense one day. I'm decapitating. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else am I decapitating? Who else? Marily Lorenzo Acevedo. Eveliva Lorenzo Acevedo, I'm decapitating one day. Gilbert Lorenzo Acevedo, I'm decapitating one day. Dinigenda Lilis Lorenzo Suarez, I'm decapitating one day. and decapitating Gloria Margarita Cartagena when they are home invaders. Oh, literally. And they want to brag behind the scenes that just like they invade my homes with Benjamin Suarez and his sons, and they steal my vehicles and they take pictures of themselves on my bed. That ha ha ha, they were around me and my children. They're creepy as fuck. Ew, 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 ew. Is that Andrew? Is it Alex? Is that Albert? You can decapitate Ezio Rivera. What else? You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of it to steal money. Once I'm financially stable and plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. Side about that. What else? 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 You can decapitate Cyrus Pena. You can decapitate David Ledesma. You can decapitate Sarah Francis. You can decapitate. Also, Lisa Venegas. I'm currently sending my GoFundMe campaign to people. It may be in their spam folder. Sadly. What else? 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 I missed you. I missed you. How's that tuning? You can decapitate everyone that killed Gloria Nilsa Acevedo Cordero. Burning alive Yesenia Ramírez Lorenzo one day. You can decapitate Joana Vargas. You can decapitate Maritza Vargas Lorenzo. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, steal my money, and get in the way of me receiving money. They fill my homes with leeches that I can't even, as an act of terrorism, that I can't even get my money. And then they also terrorize my parents so that my parents starve me. They want to position themselves as a better date for people on this planet. They're not. It's that simple. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I did a period when I shared this link. So, verifying if it went through correctly. What else? I'll be in Vegas right now with Jane and Kehlani shopping. You can decapitate Gloria Acevedo Cordero, she's alive. You can decapitate Ramon Lorenzo. You can decapitate Maria Andresa Gres Lorenzo. You can decapitate Alia Lorenzo Chaparro that stayed in my homes without my permission. He lost my virginity for me decades ago. I heard. Son los puercos. They hire people to lose my virginity with them for me. Psycho. It's like my brain doesn't exist to them. So they're like, if I move her here, you'll land on my dick. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Tipo un puerco, una asquerosidad. Ew, never. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? He's lazy as fuck. So se deja violar y violar. Ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, maybe times can I send my GoFundMe campaign to people today? My siblings killed Gloria and Lisa, and they're trying to kill me to be the prettiest. Ew. When do I start receiving money to my GoFundMe campaign? Me can decapitate David Ledesma, tipo una basura. He raped me in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. What else? What else? What else? Then he tried to turn me into a sex slave while raping me and profiting from that. Ew, que tipo tan puerco. He steals my money. According to these leeches, he's been to jail for stealing my money, for staying in my homes without my permission, for pretending to be me while they can have sex. Son animales trepándose uno encima. I don't want that ever near me. Ew, 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 ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I can stay. Oh, there's a script that they say have the non-acceptance notice of because there's a phone number where I can call. They're trying to get me to kill myself. So I had heard that script before. One of my primas went through poverty, so they basically copied the same Modus operandi of stealing one's money, getting in the way of one receiving money, possibly lie and say she has unhealthy discharge. People say, oh, that's a leech. So this girl's in danger. I can't give her money. What else? What else? What else? What else? I've heard that something that simple turn people off because they don't want to see these leeches' faces. Ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? So they studied behaviors and they studied that some people would get an unacceptance notice and then they would want to bully those people and be like, you're not accepted. They think that they're registro demográfico of if you can live in this planet or not. Still, like one needs their approval to live. Ew. They're sex addicts. Yo, el tipo un puerco never. Ew, 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 ew. One of them moved Sarah Francis into my home pretending that she's me. And then introduced me to every leech that he moved into my home with him. Decapitating Sarah Francis in self defense one day. I'm shooting Berlin Jean in self defense one day. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm shooting Brittany Akerson in self defense one day. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm shooting Evelyn De Jesus in self defense one day. I'm tagging the FBI in this post, NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the International Criminal Court, the Marines in the United States, the U.S. Army, seeking the death penalty for everyone that steals my money, everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money, everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, everyone that drives my vehicles without my permission. I'm shooting Jennifer Marie Vasquez. Yeah. In self defense, I'm shooting Jennifer Bonilla in self defense one day. Who else? I plan to travel when I'm financially stable and meet people and date ideally polyamorous men. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. Oh, they don't gotta. Ew. So they wait like in group chats and think, oh, we want to know quién es tu belleza. Ew, like that was good. Ew. I've heard that's why I don't talk to my siblings. My siblings make them think that I'm trying to make them fall in love with me. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Anyways, is he in jail already? One of Benjamin Suarez's sons, or at least three of them. Tipo un puerco. What else? I could be hiking today. Oh, I miss Jaden. I miss Kaylani. What else? What will I eat later? I'm gonna take myself on a cruise trip. ASAP. Sending this link to a lot of people today. Because there are a lot of people in my family of origin that misrepresent. Oh, if this is blocked at the library, those leeches that are trying to kill me, they're like, she has no quality of life rights. I had heard about them. They use any excuse to try to rape. You can decapitate these leeches. They get in the way of me receiving money. It's called respect. Ew. Esta tipa es tan puerca que se mudó a mi casa y maneja mi vehículo y me roba mi dinero. Porque según ella, her parents are boring. So at 18, she moved into my home. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. So that these people, ew, dan un asco. Ew, ew. According to them, their parents are boring because they are world travelers. So they invaded my homes, stole my vehicles, stole my money. Ew. So that Benjamin Suarez and his sons would be their travel agent with the plans that he and I had together for himself and I. Ew, 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 que gente tan puerca. Ew, 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 ew. So they've possibly been traveling all over the planet with my money because their parents are so boring. They don't think for themselves. They don't travel on their own. They're not alone ever. Ew. Oh, he's not even a puerca. Tratando de violarme. Ew, wannabe. Ew, ew, ew. You can decapitate Maria Luisa Rosa. You can decapitate Diana Acevedo. You can decapitate Berenice Venegas. You can decapitate Madeline Acevedo Lorenzo. You can decapitate Cyrus Peña. You can decapitate Berlin Jean. You can decapitate Rosaura Soto Rosa. You can decapitate Mirna Berrios. You can decapitate Emmanuel García Berríos. You can decapitate Yesenia Ramírez Lorenzo. You can decapitate. Eso es una basura. Margarita Correa and Sonia Alvarado Chapman. You can decapitate Aguila Lorenzo that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. You can decapitate Alejandro Rial. You can decapitate Sonia Alvarado Chapman that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. You can decapitate Ezio Rivera that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. You can decapitate Beatriz Nieves Vargas that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. You can decapitate Gustavo Cáceres and Gloria Margarita Cartagena. You can decapitate Ann Sonia Alvarado Chapman that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. You can decapitate Evelyn Lorenzo Acevedo that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. You can decapitate Jimmy Gendali Vicente Lorenzo Suarez that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo that killed Gloria Nirsa Acevedo so that they can be pretty together. Yeah. What else? 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 Oh, they kill, literally. I just saw his picture. They killed Gloria Nilsson and they get in the way of me receiving money. Esperando averiguar como un chismoso si yo mamo o no mamo pene o si trago o no trago semen. These leeches, Gloria Nilsson would leave me unsupervised when I was a child, and they were near my body, and they think that they need to be there in every sexual encounter that I have. So uno puerco, una basura. I don't want them near me ever. I need to use the restroom.